the course on confidence building. What do you expect from this course? Why you have joined for such a course? Respond, because I am going to take inputs from you and then elaborate on that. What is that you are expecting from this course? It's a 5 days program, 6 days program. What is that you expect in 6 days? No expectations? Anything? Fine. Tell me. To increase the belief in yourself. Fine. 1 point. Next. Your creativity. Okay. What else? To know more about yourself. Okay. Some more. Some more points. What is your expectation? Only this? You don't have any expectation? Some time pass. What is that you expect from this course? Okay, you want to know when you have confidence, but you want to know when to use it, when not to use it. Okay, it's in your control. Okay. What do you expect? You can sit and tell. You don't have to tell. Pardon? You have some fear, so you want to get out of that fear. Okay. So lack of confidence and some solution for that. What about you? Improve self-confidence. What? How and what for? What is that you are lacking today, so that at the end of the course you will get something extra? So you have to reaffirm your skill. Okay. What is that you are lacking? Lack of confidence means what? What is that you are lacking? Now let us get into solutions. What do you feel to get confidence? What you should have? Now these are problems. You said no, fine. This is what you expect. To improve confidence, what can be done? Your suggestions. Positive thinking. Is it that related in confidence building? To improve your confidence, what is that you want? Face out your fears. You face them so that you will get courage. So what is it called? Technically, what is it called? How do you motivate yourself? Why do you motivate yourself? After motivating, what is that you are going to do? Tell me, your inputs are required so that I will build on that. I wanted to know how much you know so that I can build from that. How do you improve self-confidence and why do we do that and when to do that? If you don't do, what will happen? If you answer all these, your problems are solved, right now? For anything, you should look at it, why, when, how, where, all these questions you should ask. So before coming for the class itself, you should ask yourself, so that you know what is that you are lacking and the course should provide that. If not, you will have sufficient questions to pose. Otherwise, what will happen? You will listen few lectures and then you will go. You have some expectation, but that is not happening. When you attend for a course, you have some expectation, right? Why do you join for this course and not for some other courses? You should have some reason to say. There is a questionnaire, there is a reason, right? No? What is that you have written? And why is it asked? It is to assess yourself. And at the end of the course you feel, okay, this was my requirement and now after 6 days of course I met this. Then only you will feel the course is useful. Otherwise you will listen and nothing will go into your heart. You tell me how this course can help you or what is that you are expecting and what is to be done to improve your confidence. The questions are same. Think and then tell me few more points. To reach your goals, fine. It's slightly different answer. I want different answers. Get me few more different answers. React. I want all of you to think. Don't open your ear to listen from somebody else. You think yourself. To increase willpower. somebody is scared, somebody is worried. So that state will not be there when you have willpower, right? It's another word for confidence. Fine. Self-realization. That is ultimate. To become successful. In what? Now let us go to single point based questions. What is that you wanted to do? If you improve your self-confidence, what will happen? If you don't improve, what will happen? Fulfill your expectations, you will have confidence. Fulfill expectation means what? Now you want to become the richest woman in Hyderabad. That is your expectation. That's what, some desire. You have a desire and you have to achieve that goal. That's what he said as achieving goal. Yes. You will not be able to do that. Yeah. Okay. Can you give one example and illustrate? Anyone? You can add upon whatever she says. She is coming to the point now. Yeah. Okay. Now she has taken a particular case. You are appearing in interview, either for a job, it could be for a job. You are appearing for a job interview, and there are few people sitting there, and you are alone. They are all your enemies. Okay. They are all your friends? No. Okay. They have no prejudice. That's what I mean. They don't know you. They know only you on some paper. And they have some knowledge, you have a different knowledge. You are not equal. You are an expert in some field, they are an expert in different fields. Now you are coming in front of me for an interview. Now I will start asking few questions. Okay? The possibility is the subject is known to you or the subject is not known to you. And you expect that the person who is asking question is an expert in that field. Correct, no? Because that is why they are experts sitting in the committee. So we will ask some questions. And that time you are not able to answer. Why? You know, but you are not able to express. That's the problem, you said. If you don't know, no problem. That is not a question of confidence. If you don't know, it is not a question of confidence or not confidence. If you know and you cannot express, only question of confidence will come. Okay. So if you don't know, no problem, you can say I don't know. Simple. Answer is very simple. Right? For any question, the second alphabet in our mother tongue is the answer. What is the second alphabet? What is the second alphabet in mother tongue? So anything can be answered like this. But if you know, then what will happen? You are not able to answer. Why? Why you are not able to answer when you know? Now the question is very clear for you, right? Now you are not able to answer. Why? As simple as that. Now I am standing one side, you are all interviewing me. It may go wrong. If it goes wrong, what is the problem? No, let us talk like this. Let it be a conversation, let it not be a class. Because it makes no meaning if I tell you something and tell you some structural practical applications of these or this some theoretical class. It will not help you. I am taking simple examples and building over what you want. What will happen if you go wrong? Why you go wrong? No, why you are going wrong? First case was either you know or you don't know. We have removed the not knowing case. Then you can never go wrong. If you know and you answer, it can never go wrong. But you have a fear inside, it may be wrong. So you don't have confidence in what? Your own knowledge. So first lack comes where you don't have confidence in your own knowledge. It is not the stage fear, it is not the interview fear, the case is anywhere same. It may be writing examination, it may be writing something, giving some information to somebody, telling something to somebody, or doing some activity. Any performance require knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you will not have confidence. It could be attending interview, it could be swimming also. You don't know swimming, then you will not have confidence in jumping in water. Right now? You may sink, you may not sink. Depends on how depth it has. If it is not deep, you can stand. You don't know how good is this interviewer. You may go wrong, you may be right. That is the chance which you have. So confidence cannot be given for people who don't have skill and knowledge. So this course is not for giving knowledge and skill. This course will give confidence only for people who have got sufficient knowledge and skill. If you don't learn anything and write examination, will you have full confidence in writing? No. Her case was something, your answer was just contradictory. She said she knows the answer, but you don't have courage. Sometimes you may go wrong. If that is the problem, or you know the answer, but answer is not coming. These two cases are different. You understood? If you know thoroughly and you are confident of your skill, knowledge, then performing is not a problem. She says she wanted to get into a goal, achieving goal. Some desire is there that have to be fulfilled. For any performance, any fulfillment of desire, you should have sufficient knowledge. Associated with skill. You may have knowledge, but knowledge will not be in the heart. It will not be in the manas. Knowledge will be in buddhi. Buddhi will not work when you have emotional feeling. You read very closely whatever I am trying to say. The buddhi will not work when emotional feelings comes. No confidence is an emotional attack on you. No confidence is a feeling of manas. Bhayam is a feeling of manas. Shraddha is a feeling of manas. It is an activity of manas. But the information should come from buddhi. When the manas is in trouble, the buddhi will not work. That is why when somebody gets angry, he says, 100 times I told you. He must not have told 100 times, only once. Even now, counting will be forgotten. You will not even know whether 1 is equal to 100. You will think like this. Because buddhi will not work. You will not even remember to whom you are telling. What is that you are telling? Grammar will not come. Vocabulary will not come. Some people will not get words. Some people will get all bad words. Some people will get only mother tongue. Some people will get only other tongue. That's also possible. So all these will happen just because manas is active and buddhi is not active. Your information, knowledge about the subject is in the buddhi. So what is to be done? You have knowledge, but manas will overtake. Now assume if I ask you to talk on some subject here which is of your closest field, whichever field you know, whatever subject you know, you will be able to talk to your friend. But coming here, standing on the stage and then talking, you will lose confidence. You can talk, tell the answer on any questions to your friend, but same question asked in interview, it will not come. That is the problem which you are telling. That's quite normal. Because? Why? Because? Give me answers. Fear. Where does this fear come? Your fear is that you may get a job, you may not get a job, and most probably you will not get job. That is your fear, right? No? So decide that you are not going to get it. Then is there any problem? You are not going to see them after your life. Your life is only here for the some time. Interaction is with them only during that time. You don't know them. Right? They are not going to decide your life. It is not that if you don't answer, you are going to be killed. It is not that if you don't get that particular seat in that office, you don't have any other chair in the world to sit. It is not that you are not suitable to sit in that chair, you are more suitable and the chair is small for you. Anything can happen, right now? There are many people who can sit in this chair, but the office requires only one person. See, for example, in our office, if we call for B.Tech people with B.Tech computer science qualification, I am a scientist in Department of Space. I am DrTPS. My doctorate is in mathematics. Okay, my subject is image processing. Now assume that we advertise for a post, B.Tech electrical engineering or computer science or communication, something. Assume some M.Tech fellow applies. First thing, we will remove them. Because we don't want M.Tech, we want only B.Tech. Our qualification is a problem. Okay. Now assume we take the best fellows. Assume I am, government it is not possible, but assume I am an HR person. I am also an HR person. My MBA is in HR. Assume that I am heading an HR in a private organization. First, we don't take anybody who is above 90. Because those people are too brilliant and they will not stay in small companies. They will get job in some other company. All the interview process, appointing you, giving you training will become waste because as soon as you will get some other vacant post and then you will go. So what we will do, if you are good, you will not get it. You have to be average. So for not getting, there can be 101 reasons. What we generally happen, we will think that I am not qualified, that is why I am not getting. You don't have to imagine that. You don't have to worry for not getting. There are many people who can sit in this chair, but the office have only one vacancy, so I will only appoint one. Not necessarily the best person. How somebody can decide the best and the worst? Either you are good or not good, or you are good, but the committee is not good in evaluating you. You are good, but the committee is very bad. Then what will happen? They don't have sufficient knowledge to evaluate you. That can also happen, no? That can also happen. So you don't have to worry at all. See, 2 years back I attended an interview. Even having a job, we go for higher jobs, right? Anyway, having a job, if you don't get a job also, no problem. If you have a job, if you don't get job, no problem. If you don't have a job and not getting job, no $200 problem. You don't have to worry. Anyway, you don't have a job now. I went for an interview. There were 2 vice chancellors in the interview board and few subject experts, somebody from UGC. That was for director post in Calicut University, academic staff college. It's a very good post. 2-3 vice chancellors are in the committee. The first question they asked me is, why did you come for a job which was less paid? Because I am in central government, that's in state government, less paid. They could not complete the question. I asked them, how do you know that I have come for the job? I came for interview only, no. Whether I will get job or not, you have to decide. How can you say that I came for the job? I came for interview. That's all. Why did you come for interview? That's the question now. It's very rare to see 2 vice chancellors in front of us. To see one vice chancellor itself is very difficult. Can you get appointment with Usmania University Vice Chancellor that easily? Now paying 150 rupees, that is the only fee. I can make 2 Vice Chancellors sit in front of me for half an hour. Wonderful, no? You can ask any question, I will answer. Now you take interview as simple as you can, because they are not tigers. You belong to the same breed, no difference. The difference between you and they have taken birth slightly earlier. They have joined in some companies slightly earlier. No other difference. Okay? Knowledge wise, your generation is much better than our generation. Knowledge wise, my generation is much better than their generation. So always you are good. Don't worry. Don't misinterpret your knowledge. Don't underestimate your knowledge. But doesn't mean you should have overconfidence. The people who are sitting on the other side at least have more experience, which you don't have. They have interviewed many people and learned many things. The best way to learn subject is ask few questions so that you will answer, then they will also learn. Okay, so they have learned from many people, either right or wrong, we don't know. Sometimes the interviewer will not know the answer. They will just test whether you have sufficient analyzing power or not. See, for example, when somebody comes for interview in my interview board, I will not ask the equation of motion. I will just take a pen and then drop it. And then ask you, what is the equation of this? People will learn equation of motion, but you will not even understand dropping a pen means moving something, and you have kinetic energy which is associated with that, and then write down the equations. Never. I got no answer from any candidate so far. It's very easy to ask questions, but very difficult to answer. Assume we ask some question to one candidate who are Pancha Pandavas. The 5 names easily you can tell, right now? But next candidate we cannot ask the same question, because the candidate must have gone out and then says, I have asked Pancha Pandavas name. But the next question we will not ask, we will say, give 5 names of Kauravas. If you answer 5 Pandavas, you get 100 out of 100. If you answer 5 Kauravas, we can give only 5 marks out of 100. You know? Even that you cannot get. The question is very similar, but answer could be very different. Is it not? So don't worry. Sitting other side, they can ask anything. It is just to test you, just to know how much you know. Very difficult to assess that, because you know much more than the people who are sitting on the other side. Your worry is not having knowledge or having knowledge. Your worry is, if I don't answer, if I don't get it, what will happen? Nothing will happen. You will go back as it is. Correct? No? You lost some time. Or if you have paid some money, that much money is lost. That's all. You don't worry about that. Now there is any problem for attending interview? Now if you get a job, it is very difficult. We'll take that as an example. Getting a job is very bad. Once you get into a job, you cannot try for some other job. And you will stuck to that, and job may be very bad for you. So don't get into job. Go on trying different jobs. Attending interview should be a fun for you, so that you will learn a lot. Attending 100 interviews, you will get 100 into 500 questions with you. Good question bank. You can print a nice question bank and answers. You can publish it and make a lot of money. Why I am trying to say is, take it as simple as that. When you stand in a bus stop, show your hand, the bus does not stop, you feel sad, right? No? But once you get into a bus, you miss lot of buses. Once you miss a bus, you get lot of chance. So missing something is not a big problem in life. Okay? Don't get married. Once you marry, finished. All chances are lost. So in life, sometimes missing is wonderful. I got a job in Department of Space. That's a big problem. Otherwise I could have got some other job. Now seeing some other people, I will think, oh, this job would have been better. Now what will happen? You will feel sad all the time. So let it go, no problem. Abdul Kalam did not get appointment in Department of Space when he applied in the beginning. Then later he came back and then he got a job after some time. Jain, who is the author of the best book in image processing, tried for a job in Department of Space. Now everybody who works in image processing invariably reads that book. He is the professor of image processing in US. Everybody will read. That is the Bible in image processing for all of us. But he did not get a job in Department of Space. Yashpal, who is one of the best professor in physics, he never became director of Department of Space. He was only a scientist. Gavarikar, who became secretary in Department of Science and Technology, he left the Department of Space because he did not get sufficient posting. Abdul Kalam left the Department of Space, joined the Department of Defense, Then after retirement, he came for an appointment in Department of Space as visiting professor. He did not get appointment. He got disappointment. If you don't get appointment, you get disappointment. And then he tried in IASC for a visiting professor. He did not get. Then later he became visiting professor in Anna University in economics department, social science department. It's not economics, social science department. Then later he became president. So now you can, if you don't get, no problem. Okay, so have a clean mind telling, if you don't get, no problem. With that mood if you go, whatever knowledge you have, it will start working. You will learn everything and then you don't write examination. Why? Because of tension. No confidence. What will happen? If you don't write, what will happen? Supplementary you can write, no. If you don't finish your exam in 5 years, BTech, no problem. 6th year, 7th year, you can write many more. Syllabus is not going to change. Question paper will go on printed and you can write many more exams. Why do you worry? Your life is too long, 120 years, Purusha is. If you take tension, it will reduce. You will die faster. If you have no tension, very happy, then you can live longer in life. If you feel sad, depressed, lot of tension, pressure, sugar, all diseases will come and ultimately you will die faster. Okay? So be very happy in life. For confidence, you should have happiness. Okay? You should have, just being happy without knowledge is mad. Okay? To perform anything, to get into your desire, if you want to do actions, you should have 3-4 parameters. The first parameter is what? Skill, knowledge. Okay? If you don't have, you will lose confidence. No solution for that. Only thing you learn. For writing examination, you will not have confidence if you have not finished revising your subjects. So if you want to get confidence, the first step is spend a maximum time in achieving your knowledge, skill. Practically apply your knowledge. That's what skill means. When you apply your knowledge, you will become master of that. If you don't apply, you don't become master. That's why in master's degree, assignments are given, case studies are given, project is given. I have seen some computer science fellow who has, after a class, he said, no confidence in writing programs. I think, what happened? I have an MCA, but I never wrote a program. How did you project? That we purchased. Very easy to purchase projects. So if you don't learn, then you will not have confidence. If you learn, then what will happen? Ask any questions. No, I will answer. So first requirement for performance is you should have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you cannot swim. If you know swimming perfectly well, will you have a problem in jumping into water? No. Some people have no confidence in driving. Why? Because they have not learned driving. They will say, I will drive only when no vehicle should come in the opposite direction. Only you can drive in airport road. When there are problems, you must be able to drive, right? No? Then only you are a good driver. But even if you learn driving, I have a nice driving license. Will that give you a confidence in driving? That give you a confidence in hitting somebody. Because without the driving license, if you hit somebody, it's a big case, criminal case. With the driving license, if you hit somebody, insurance will pay the money. So you can hit anybody. So license is not for driving, it is for hitting. So those who have license, you can hit anybody. And if you have a Yamaha, you can take them to, because Yamaha is that vehicle who will take, nice name is given, Yamaha. When it comes opposite, I am worried, Yamaha is coming, what will happen to us? And those who sits on Yamaha is very confident of reaching there faster. Anyway, they have decided to be on Yamaha. Nothing can be done. The other day I was driving and some old person was sitting beside and some boy was just taking like overtake, wonderful overtake, They will raise it totally. And then it's, how this fellow is driving? Why you are worried? No, I am not worried. My worry is I am not able to drive like him, The problem is we are worried that we are not able to perform like them. They have good confidence. Because some brain does not work, manas does not work, you will have full confidence. Some people cannot reach home late because wife will scold. Then they will get confidence, quarter confidence. Once they get that full confidence, nothing will happen to them. Because your brain will become numb after that. So you are ready to hear anything, no problem for you. So sometimes your brain will not work, heart will not work, you will get full confidence. We don't mean that. In full consciousness, full awareness, you should have confidence. When you will have, if I know how to swim, I have no problem, I can swim. If I know how to drive, no problem, I can drive anywhere. If I can drive in Hyderabad, I can drive anywhere in the world. Now the problem will come later. What will happen? Assume that you attend so many interviews and no time you are getting. I was driving peacefully, but once when I drove, I met with an accident. I was swimming, no problem. Normally I was swimming, but once I sunk. Then you will lose confidence after that. So you will lose confidence even though you have skill. You are a very good student, always graded as the best. But in one of the examination, by fate, what happened? Whatever you have learned did not come, something else came. And you could not answer. That will happen when you have got Kalasarpa Yogam in your horoscope. Rahu and Ketu in one side and triangular will be all the planetary positions. It can happen to such people. You will learn something but that will not come. Whatever you have omitted only will come in the question paper. That's your fate, nothing can happen. So to perform, you may have skill but you may fail. Just to explain that only I told this. You may have skill but you will not be able to perform. That you can call it as fate. You may not have skill but still you will be able to perform. That you can call it as your luck. But we don't talk about that. These two are extreme cases. We don't talk about that. Assume you have skill to perform. What is that you require? Skill means knowledge, ability, confidence built for presenting your knowledge. That's what skill is. You have everything with you, but you will not be able to perform. When? Tell me. That's all skill. I have sufficient knowledge on confidence building. My communication is not bad, even though this is not my other tongue, but still I can talk to you. You will understand my Manglish. Malayalam mixed English is Manglish, okay? So you will understand my Manglish, no problem. All that together is called skill. That's what I said, knowledge. The knowledge which is practicable is called skill. All that is available with you. But Ramakrishna should call me, no? You should get opportunities. You are very good in computer science. You are very good in Java, but no opportunities in Java. Will you be able to perform? So if you want to perform, first skill knowledge is required. Second one, you should have sufficient opportunities. If you don't have opportunity, you will not be able to perform. You know swimming perfectly well, but there are no swimming pools. What you will do? Okay. You know how to fly a flight. You have a license. You are good pilot. But you should get a job, you know. That is called opportunity. You are a good painter. You are confident of painting anything what you see. But you should have opportunity to present it to someone. So you should have opportunities. If you don't have opportunities for some time, you will lose confidence. I know car driving perfectly well. I had a car some time back. But then I became bankrupt. I cannot become a taxi driver. And those who have car only, their friends will give for driving. If you are not rich, nobody will give you their car for driving. Okay, so no chance of driving at all. If I have no chance of driving, the opportunity of driving is not there, then what is the use of this skill in my life? So you have skill, you have ability, you have knowledge, but you should have sufficient opportunities along with you. Then only you can practice it. So your knowledge will become thorough, your confidence will improve only when you get sufficient opportunities in your life. When you get lot of opportunities, then your confidence level will improve. So for improving confidence level, what you should have? Experience. Okay? You know swimming, but you have never gone into water after learning it 20 years back. After that somebody is asking, will you be able to swim? Yeah, I learned some time back, but I am not that confident. That's what generally people will say. I know driving, that was 10 years back. Now Hyderabad city is totally jammed. Now today I don't know whether I can drive or not, because you don't have practice. So every day if you don't practice, you will not be able to perform. So first thing, you should have knowledge. Second thing, you have opportunities so that you can practice it. So opportunities will provide you to practice. Assume that I gave a public speaking long back, but after that I never spoke on any topic. Then what will happen? After few years, if somebody asks me to talk, I will say, I don't know whether I can do it or not. On any profession you can see this. I am a good cook, but I have no practice in cooking on gas stove. I know only with the firewood because I cooked 20-30 years back. Then what will happen? I will not be able to confidently do that job. I know, but I have no confidence in doing it in that circumstances. So every day you should have practice. Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, you should have confidence. Arjuna lost all confidence. He know how to fight. Exactly where to arrow, he know perfectly well. He learned everything. He got distinction. Good marks. 100% mark in fighting. Certificate is there with him. But what happened when he went into the Kurukshetra war? Gandhimam is falling because hand is wetting, the lips are dried up, the face become whitish, and then he wanted to run away from the battlefield. The first psychic patient, no confidence. The first character who has shown no confidence in acting whatever he knows is Arjuna. And the first psychic patient is Arjuna. The first psychiatrist is Dr. Krishna. What is that he has done? He gave confidence to him. What he said? Don't worry, fight. Nothing is going to happen. You may die. Let you die, no problem. I am not going to die. What will happen ultimately in life? Something will be lost. You decide, let it go. What is the problem? You will have full confidence, The running bus, jump inside that, while running. Full confidence. What will happen? Maximum leg will break. No problem. New City Hospital is close by. While not having confidence, the reasons for not fighting can be 101. The first chapter in Bhagavad Gita you should read. Arjuna says, I have no problem in fighting. Actually, he is worried inside. But he says, if I kill all these fellows, what will happen to their wives? Then Krishna asks, why you are worried about their wives? I will take care of all of them. He has got good experience of taking care of as many as he wants. There's no problem. Don't worry about them. No, that is not the problem. See, they are all Kshatriyas. You are a Yadava, Lalu Prasad Yadav group. Then what will happen? You will marry Kshatriyas. Varga Sangraham will happen. Then there will be no Kshatriya Purusha later, because all the Kshatriyas will die. That is why I am not fighting. You will find 101 reason for running away from your responsibility. Lord Krishna teaches him everything. Then in the second, nearly in the middle of Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, he says, Krishna, it is very easy to tell, because you are not fighting, no. Your father will tell, what is the problem in writing? You can get 90%, 100% in mathematics. Everybody gets 100%. Why you are not getting? You ask him to write examination. It's not that easy. It is easy to suggest something to somebody, but very difficult to do it. Correcting is very easy. As a teacher, correcting answer sheet is very easy. If they write exam, they will not get full marks. It's very easy to correct, but writing is very difficult. But it's easy for me. I write a lot of examinations. It's a good fun, If you know everything, full confidence you can write. If you don't know anything, very good, You can see how others are sitting in the examination hall. See them, all sitting. Anyway, we don't sit. We have no problem. I write many exams like this, just to see others. It's a nice place where we can analyze people. Enjoy seeing them. After 12th class, I have written bank test. I never got. I know I will never get. But I will sit in the front, then see how people are sitting. So tension. It's nice to see them in tension. We have no tension and somebody else have tension. It's enjoy. When you go to interview, so they will by heart everything. So good. Keep cool, calm. Don't worry. Just see them, enjoy. You don't have to. Krishna have no problem because he is not fighting. Arjuna have full problem. Then Arjuna says, Krishna, it is very easy to tell, very difficult to practice. Then Krishna says, Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Krishna, you practice it, then only you can get confidence. Because you have not fought many wars in your life. That's a problem. But ultimately he says, don't worry, I am with you. You will get confidence when somebody is there to support you. Right? Assume you are going somewhere to an unknown place. The city is not known to you. You will have tension inside. Now we assume that you have a friend who is going to receive you in the railway station. Will you have a problem? You are full confidence in going to that place. You will say, don't worry, I have full confidence in Bangalore. Why? Because somebody else is there. And assume you have gone 2-3 times. You have experience in going there. You will have confidence. So if you don't have confidence in attending interview, what is to be done? Attend many more interviews in life. So you will have full confidence. At least you will be able to sit on the other side after some time and you can ask many questions because you heard many questions. Okay? So don't worry about the result. Result is not in your hand and it is not going to decide ultimately what you are. I am the good example. I have attended many interviews, I did not get many things. Doesn't matter. But you will get something only when you have sufficient knowledge, add skill. You don't have to worry anybody because they are not going to decide your fate. You have ability, you have experience, then you don't have to worry. And when you don't have knowledge, if you get opportunities, will you be able to perform? No. So what is basically required for confidence? Knowledge. If you have knowledge, somewhere somebody will pick you up. See, the first lecture in Ramakrishna Math, maybe 6-7 years back, one of my friend where I gave a lecture in some bank, State Bank of Hyderabad, the PRO heard me, the public relations officer. She is a good friend who does a lot of things in Ramakrishna Math. She told me, why can't you take class in Ramakrishna Math? And I said, no, I am not interested to go there. Why? No, why should I go and ask Ramakrishna Math Swamiji that I can give a lecture? No, I don't want to tell. No, I will go and tell. Okay, let you go and tell. Let him call me, then I will decide whether I will go or not. But having come here, almost every week I have got 3-4 lectures. My confidence have improved. Now given any topic, I will be able to talk. The reason is maybe thousands of lectures in 3-4 years. So every year 500 lectures, can you imagine? Yesterday I had a lecture here, day before yesterday in JNTU. So every day talk for 3-4 hours. Will you have a problem? That will become as if you are breathing, as if you are eating. Do you have to prepare for eating? Will you have tension while eating? Will you have tension while walking? Will you have tension while driving if you are a good driver? The talk becomes so natural for you. So you attending interview will become so natural if you attend every day. It's a good practice, no? In a year, you can attend 365 interviews. Apply every possible places. Let them call or not call. Don't worry. You will get a nice chance. But you should have sufficient knowledge. What you should have? The first question which I asked you was, what for you came? What is that you are expecting? When you go for an interview, prepare well. What is that you prepare? What is that company doing? What is the job requirement given? For attending that interview, what is that they expect? When you get that job, what you are going to do there? Prepare thoroughly well as if you have already got the job. You are there. In that case, what is that they are expecting from you? Most of the questions which comes from the interview board will be based on their experience. They know their company. They know what is expected from a person and that will be the focus, not what you know. Because there is a big mismatch. You have no experience in working in an office, working in that firm, you have not studied anything about that firm, still you will go for interview. Assume somebody comes to ISRO, the first question will be on something on ISRO, nothing will be not, because you don't prepare. You will prepare only your syllabus and go. So what is to be done? You should prepare yourself as if you are going to be there. and prepare something based on their knowledge. Their knowledge is in their area. So that is essential. Always, before going to a city, you should learn about that city. Before going for a job, learn about that job. You will have good confidence. If you have known everything else, you know how to walk, you know how to bargain with an auto rickshaw driver, but that does not give you confidence in traveling in a city. You should know about that city, right? So you should know about that city. That is very, very essential. So opportunities will come. You can utilize it only when you have sufficient knowledge. So keep your knowledge bag full. Always get up to date. Ask yourself, are you a good candidate? Did I do everything well? As a student, my role, am I doing perfectly well? Is there something which I am lacking? Maybe I know the subject because I don't know English. The questions will come in English. Then what will happen? You will have a problem. Whether the accent is understood or not. What is required for the job? Do all the background work and then appear. Then the opportunity will be able to use. Otherwise the opportunity will be there. Your knowledge will not be able to match with that. You know swimming, but the problem is most of the swimming pool require a swimming jacket. But you can swim only with the pant and shirt. They will say, no, you cannot swim here. You should change the dress and come back. No, I will never change my dress. I will be like this only. It is as if you want to join there, but you will not take the dress of whatever they demand you to have. You want to get a job, but you don't even learn what is that they require. The preparation means get yourself fit with that or option. Then if you prepare for that, you will have full confidence. You know that by the time you dress up, you will feel like jumping in that water. Otherwise you will see many people with the swimming suit and you are with the pant and shirt. Then what will happen? You will lose confidence. So it is easy for you to get into their environment, then you will get more confidence. If you cannot get into their environment, you will not have confidence. So two factors. One, you should have sufficient knowledge, skill. Second factor, you should have opportunities, and you must get ready yourself for using the opportunities. Then third thing, which is very crucial, is you should have motivation from people. If somebody tells you before going for interview, definitely you will not get it. I know you are not going to improve in your life. Now you have attended 100 interviews, you don't get it next time. You must have sufficient strength in telling that no stone will break in the first hit. Will it break? 100 times you hit and then you feel that it will not break, you go back. Will it break? You may have to hit once more. You don't know when it is going to break because inner cracks are not known. So you should have sufficient perseverance in your life. Don't live. If you aim for something, you have a goal, what you should have? Sufficient courage and strength for trying that. Let anybody tell anything, no problem. And as kids, we had sufficient perseverance in life, sufficient confidence in getting things. If you don't get also, you know how to smile. As small kids in crowding period, that's 5 months to 6 months. When we meet some small kids, what we will do? We will give a pen. And the kid will come closer. What we will do? We will pull the pen bit. And again we will go on pulling until we get tired. But the kid will never get tired. We were all like that. In our small childhood, we were all going behind any item, and ultimately what we will do? We will keep it inside the pocket and smile, and then we go. The kid either cries or smiles at it. Is there any kid which says that I don't require this, I am going back? Once or twice if you pull, will they go back? We were all like that. Try once, try twice. If you don't get, what will happen today? It's not mine. I will not get it. That sort of feeling comes in. Never, don't have such feelings at all in life. Anything which you wanted to achieve can be achieved. Only thing, sufficient trials have to be there. So you should have sufficient confidence in your own knowledge, opportunities, added with self-patting. Let anybody tell anything. But will you have the confidence of telling yourself, I am good, I will get it. Nobody need to tell you. Who should tell you? Yourself. Raise your hands. All of you raise your hand. Take it back and then tap here and say, I am good. Let you get the job or not, you fail or not, no problem. Always feel that I am good, I am great. If you don't have inside that confidence, let anybody tell you that you are good, you will not be able to perform. You will have confidence only when internally, that's what she says, self-awareness. If I am not good, I know this only I can do. I cannot do this. If I have this, I know this much I can do. I cannot do this. Somebody will have some character which is good. They can perform only that. Somebody will have nice writing skill. He may not have a public speaking skill. Somebody will have good speaking skill, but he will not have a writing skill. Everybody need not have everything. Somebody will be able to manage things. Somebody will not be able to manage things. They will be only able to work. No chartered accountant is successful businessman. He knows everything about accounts. But some set who has not even passed the third class are the millionaires. They know how to do business. This man knows how to manage business. But he will not become rich. So your qualification and character and your success is not matched. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it does not work. But you will have some ability and you should find out what is your ability. And once you channelize in that, you will enjoy your life. So get into some job, let that job will give you sufficient food, but all the time try something which will give you satisfaction in your life. Otherwise you will do job, but you will get unsatisfied. You will lose confidence in your own life. But if you enjoy doing something, you should have something. And every one of us will have something which will make us to enjoy. So try to find out what gives you happiness. And then try to do that. You will have confidence in living. Once you have confidence in your life, once you are happy, you can do anything in this world. Achieve that. That should be the aim of life. Amandram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam anaushadam. Amandram aksharam nasti. No letters are bad. But once you put few letters together, it becomes a bad word. The same letters you can use in different styles, that becomes a good mantra. Amandram aksharam nasti. Nasti moolam anaushadam. There is no root which is not used in Ayurveda. But once you mix two different bad roots, that becomes poison. If you mix two different roots, that becomes a good medicine. So, similarly, ayogya purusho nasti. There is no single individual who is not good. Everyone is good. But some people are good for some purpose, some people are good for some other purpose. And everybody is required in this world. If everybody is equally perfect, then we will have problem. In a house, somebody should like sambar and somebody else should like rasam. Otherwise there will be fighting. Because both will require sambar, no? If one likes sambar, somebody does not like sambar, very good. The other person who likes sambar can drink totally. So you should have different taste in life. And every one of us is different for no reason. The nose does its job, mouth does its job. Don't demand the mouth to do the nose job. Okay, so each one of us are different. And accept them as it is. Ayogya purusho nasti. Yojakaha tatra durlabaha. Mixing them together and putting in the appropriate places, the people are not available. Not sufficient human resource development people are available. The managers are not very good. Once you get into a job also, you will feel no confidence because you don't get the job what you like. Many of the companies will appoint 3,000 people and only 1,000 people will have job. 2,000 people will be idle. And if you sit there 3 years with no job, you will forget about all your Java, .NET and you will come out, you will become useless in this world. So what is to be done? Keep doing something, practice something and go on learning in your life. When you learn many subjects, you will know, oh, this subject is wonderful. I can turn into this field. Always try to learn different subjects, different things around this world. Get experience in them. Don't idle your life. Don't think that this is only what I will get and this job if I don't get I am useless. Not necessary. If you don't like this, still you may get a degree, but after some time you will find something else which is useful, you can get into that job. So keep trying in different fields. Keep learning different subjects in your life. The brain is so brilliant than yourself. Your brain is much brilliant than yourself, but we are not using it. We are much more powerful than many other objects in the world, but we are not using our capability totally. Try to use this ability which the Brahma has given to us. Then we will become successful. Okay? Have confidence in yourself. Look into the mirror and say, I have nice nose. My ears are so good. My hair is so good. Have your own body. Appreciate your own body. My leg is so powerful. Somebody will look into the mirror and they say that no, my hairstyle is not very good. How does it matter? No problem. Somebody will keep on telling, I am not like Amitabh Bachchan, otherwise I should have been a wonderful lecturer. What can be done? You cannot change this product. Already the product has come out. I have to sell this product only. Correct, no? I cannot feel I am not like Salman Khan, no muscles. Otherwise I could have been wonderful. What can be done? This product you have to sell. What is to be done? Sell as it is. Don't change. If I am something else, I will do wonderful. Useless. You should appreciate yourself first. If I am Sonia Gandhi's son, by now I will become Prime Minister. If you are not Sonia Gandhi's son, then you become Prime Minister. Then you are great. So your greatness comes only when you work, you act. Not every circumstance is for you and then you perform. That is not wonderful. When there is a problem, try to perform. Then you will become good and great. The confidence is required only when there is a problem. No problem, you don't require confidence at all. So when you will gain, let any problem come, you will get confidence. Don't get worried. Whenever there is a problem, what you should tell? No problem. Tell? No problem. No problem is bigger than you. Whether you are bigger or your problem is bigger. Answer me this. You are bigger. But what happens to all of us? When there is an interview, we think interview is the biggest problem. When there is an exam, we think exam is the biggest problem. And what we will say, I am in a problem. That means what? Problem is bigger, you go inside a problem. If problem is smaller, you cannot go inside, right? No? Therefore, what will happen? Everywhere you will see problem only. You will be in total tension. Now what is to be done? Problem is smaller. And you are bigger, then what will happen? You will solve the problem, take one glass of water, tomorrow it will go to toilet. No problem tomorrow. Okay? Just flush it out. No problem. Whatever happens, what you should say? No problem. You hit the scooter, you tell him no problem. He will hit you back, you say no problem. Life becomes so happy. Why do you become upset? If the interview board says you are not selected, no problem, I am very happy. Because you can attend many more interviews, no? Right? If not this, something else. So don't worry in life. You should have sufficient knowledge, sufficient experience, opportunities will come behind you. Why you are worried, why you don't have confidence or no confidence? Just because you are not working. And this should give you a spark for you to perfect yourself so that whatever happens you will be able to face in your life. So for last 1 hour, what did I tell you?